Welcome back to Renewed Motion. Today we're jumping into a coordination series that will challenge your balance, timing, and movement patterns. As always, move at your own pace, and don't forget, you can condense these actions or even add in weights to make the exercises more strenuous. Have fun. A classic move would be modified jumping jacks. You start off with your feet paired together at quote unquote home plate, and then you're gonna draw your leg out and return back to home plate, and then alternate. I am drawing my arms up as far as I feel comfortable each round. Some patients may even advance this and perform full out jumping jacks or cross jacks. Here I am performing a modified curtsy and I'm advancing it by adding depth. I'm dropping my glutes and sitting down into the action, really targeting my quads and that back end. I also added in a double chest press to take it a step further. Next up is modified lunges, where I just draw my foot behind, back and forth, or you could advance it by drawing the knee closer down to the ground in a full out lunge series. It's very customizable. I'm then pairing this with a hammer curl, drawing my fists up to my shoulders, and then sending my fists behind my hips as I draw my leg behind to really activate the tricep muscle. Wide and adjoining steps with a potential scooping mechanic as if I'm ducking underneath a rope or stepping over a giant puddle. I then add in a overhead elevation each time my feet come together. Some patients may just draw their arm up chest height. It's what's most comfortable for you at home. Here is a condensed action of the high knee pull down. I would line my elbow up to my shoulder and pull it down to my hips. If you do not have any shoulder limitations, you're drawing your arms all the way up overhead and then peeling them down to your shoulder. Each time those elbows fall down, I'm propping that knee up, moving at a speed that really challenges you. If you can, stay elevated on your toes to work the calves and maybe even incorporate dumbbells. We call this the Y press or the YMCA minus the MC&A. You're gonna pair it with a hamstring curl. Oop, took out a picture frame there, but the show goes on. I'm pressing my foot behind the thigh. So you're creating a flexion within the knee going back and forth. If I was performing this in the chair, let's say, I would be doing alternating toe taps to the front of my chair. So this is very straightforward. I call it push outs with step outs. You're pressing your arms outwards as if you're breaking walls down. And each time you lengthen those arms, you're drawing the foot out and then placing it back center. Feel free to use weights to take it to the next level. I was quickly just demonstrating some different arm grips. You could do an overhand grip, underhand grip, hammer grip if you really wanted to. Just be watchful of your form and that you do not lock your elbows. I'm then pairing this with a modified lunge, just drawing the foot behind my person as I draw my arms up, and you could always advance it and lower the knee closer to the ground. This one will, without a doubt, get those shoulders fired up. I call these crossing guard arms. I draw the weights into my chest and then fold outwards at the elbow. Each time I fold along, I'm hiking my knee up, alternating this action, really working both the core and the upper body simultaneously. This next action is pullbacks. I have a hammer grip on my dumbbell and I will always have one arm nice and long right in front of my chest as if I was holding a quote unquote bow. As I pull that bowstring back, I'm hiking my foot up behind the thigh, therefore fulfilling a hamstring curl and alternating. Stay nice and tall, keep the gut tight. This is a fun pattern. I'm gonna do 2 upper body elevations and then I do 2 lower body punches. 1, 2, 1, 2. And my arms and legs are moving in a pair. So when my left leg steps out, that left arm is getting work done. Start to develop your own groove, really pick up the tempo. When you do the lower body punches, you wanna bend those knees and draw that leg further out to the side. Have fun with it, make it your own. I call these interlaced chest presses. You're gonna see me draw my fingers together, very close knit, and each time I quote unquote beat the heart, pressing those hands forward, I'm pressing my heel into the front of my floor, keeping the stomach nice and tight. If you want to advance it, you can pop a little kick back and forth. Add some extra balance challenge in the mix. You could also hold on to 2 weights or even 1 weight and still interlace your fingers together. That would be a fun way to add some challenge. We're gonna perform bent arm chest flies. Now, if you have any shoulder limitations, you could always draw your elbows down closer to your obliques, almost like a W fashion, to put a little less pressure on your rotator cuffs. To advance this, you see I'm doing a modified curtsy or a full out curtsy where I sit down into the action. So each time that leg draws behind the other, I'm opening up my arms, lengthening that chest. Excellent. You're here for 45 seconds. Stay strong. I'm doing a quote unquote long arm chest fly where my arms are straight and they always come back center to chest. Each time I draw those arms apart, I'm stepping out to the side and then returning center. You can take it wider, you can sit down into the action, add depth, have fun. This right here is a tricky action. I'm pressing my arms up into a quote unquote L pattern and I'm holding steady while pumping the knee. To advance it, I am now incorporating a shoulder press. So each time I press that fist up, I'm pressing the knee up. It's hard to keep that left arm stationary. You're gonna wanna sink it or drop it, especially with an underhand grip. Once you've fulfilled it for about 15 seconds, you're gonna see me rotate, opposite arm comes out to the side, opposite arm is overhead, and then adding in that shoulder press mechanic when you feel ready to advance the action. Next action is a single upright row paired with a double upright hold and calf raise. So I do a single arm lift, double arm lift, pressing on my toes and holding, really working the calf muscles. Again, I'm only pulling up to about my rib cage or possibly my chest. I'm really flailing my elbows out to the sides. Be sure to finish your session with a proper cool down at home, including breath work and deep stretching. I hope to upload a warm up and cool down track in the future for you to follow along with. Thanks for watching it and putting in such hard work. Feel free to comment below what you would like to see next on Renewed Motion.